I'm telling you, if you want a true experience in living history, you should have and become part of this program. It will enhance your students' lives. It will open them up to new avenues of exploration. It's just a very good thing for everyone concerned.
This has been an annual event in seventh grade. It brings authenticity to their classroom readings and the activities they've been doing, and the teachers do a great job giving them the information they need to learn about the Civil War. But then when they see the reenactors and they see the tent set up, they get to, it's part of this living history idea. They get to see what it must have really been like at that time. As the kids come up to 8th grade, which I teach 8th grade, they reflect on this day for the next year and a half. They remember going to the sites where they smelled the bacon being cooked. They saw the rifles being set up. They go to the different tents and see the different things they did for injuries and that kind of thing. So it's a great opportunity for our kids to see what it must have been like. It motivates the kids to want to learn more about the Civil War. They develop a little bit more of a passion. They become perhaps hobbyists of the time period. So I would recommend, for no question about it, that this kind of activity is going to draw their interest and make sense of what they've been learning in their classrooms.
Kids will come back and they will tell me on Monday, they'll say everything from Confederate didn't have any shoes on to kids who will come back and really have a more in-depth understanding of what we've been talking about in the classroom. So the range is going to vary, and any reaction is good, as long as they get a feeling, a connection with history.
I would recommend this activity as a teacher because it's going to show great value to what they learned from the books. Now they're out in the field, and they're seeing it. They're seeing what it was like. You can't do that in the classroom sometimes. You need to be out in the field, so to speak, and they're out in the field. You read it, you see it, you write about it. Now when you see the living history, it's the 4th time now you've been in touch with it, and it translates into creating memory banks, so to speak. And when the kids need to retrieve information about this time period, perhaps on their state exams in 8th grade, in discussions later on in high school, they can retrieve these much quicker because they've had 4 different vehicles to learn it, through the reading, the writing, visual, and as you can see here, there's so many opportunities to be part of it. Yep. So that's big part of the learning process.
It's simple. Once you experience one of these, you're hooked. You realize the value of it. You realize, I have kids, look, I've taught for 40 years. And I've had kids, adults, come back to me. What do they remember? Civil War Day. They talk about Civil War Day, their experience. It's something that they carry with them for their lifetimes. There are other activities I do in the classroom, courtroom trials, revelatory debates, the books we've read, but this comes to the top of the list. If another teacher, I would say, try this. Once you do it, once you experience it, once your children experience it, you understand why it's a valuable thing to do.